Well, it's dream time today on the Dream Power Show. We're going to be talking all things dreams with one of my favorite dream masters, Walter Berry. I seem to be saying the word dream a lot, aren't I? Well, there's a reason for that. For years, Walter's been running a dream group and workshops in the Los Angeles area. And he's spoken about dreams in places like Harvard University, and he's appeared in major national newspapers. He's also been featured in the book Chicken Soup for the Soul, Dreams and Premonitions, or I'm also featured, and he's about to publish a new book about dreams. Welcome back to the Dream Power Show, Walter.
Glad to be here, Debbie. Glad to be here.
So I tell you, I was using the word dreams a lot. Is there a good synonym for dreams?
No, actually, because I wrote a book on it, it's like you want to say, oh, thesaurus and dreams, and there really isn't anything. There's that, there's some word, what is it, aeronaut? What is that weird word that like the lucid people use? I have no idea. So dream. I don't know what else to do. Yeah, it doesn't have much of a synonym.
Because you can't say nightmares because they're not all nightmares, and
Right.
You can't say like, I don't know, but anyway, yes. Yeah, I guess we're just left with dreams, and we'll have to
dreams. I mean,
yeah. So I'm going to start out asking you this: how has COVID-19 affected your dreams?
It has. It has been. I've had a number of dreams where it's about confinement, and I just had one the other night with a chasm. I get lower and lowered into this chasm, and I'm trying to get out of it. There's a whole. That's where I find it to affect me. I also find that I do a dream group online, but I so miss the in-person piece of it. There's something about touching people and being able to talk in a group and stuff, and it's really. It's pushed things around, and I've worked a lot of COVID dreams where people have had bugs flying through the window, and it's affected everybody. I think it really is. Our psychology is really tough right now because of this.
Yeah, I think so. But have you found that all of the COVID dreams, you have sort of a negative tinge to them?
Yeah, most of them. I hate to admit that, but yeah, it feels like most of them are that. Sometimes, dreams always offer us a solution, at least in my world, and so there's usually, I think a lot of the times when it's the COVID it's kind of like when we dream, the symbols of our lives or the things that happen in our lives are used as symbols. Like, I just got back from a trip on Big Sur, so I'm having dreams with, coastal mountains and that sort of thing. So same thing with COVID. I think it also can be a tool to say, oh, what's bugging me, for instance, and I don't think it's just about COVID. I think it's about what bugs me in my life. At least that's when I work through dreams with COVID dreams with people. It turns out it's more than that. It's about, it's about their lives and what's bugging them and what's holding them back. The aspects of COVID that actually reflect in our own life. Yeah,
well, isn't it always coming back to what's going on in our lives?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I mean, people don't want to admit that. It's really funny because our egos get in the way of that. But yes, absolutely. It's like, oh, well, yeah, I'm sure this is just a dream because of COVID. It has nothing to do with the fact that I just divorced my husband and my children hate me. But no, yeah, I'm sure that has nothing to do with it, Okay.
Yeah, that's just a little side thing. It doesn't mean anything at all. Yeah. But I'll give you my first, what I like to call my first COVID dream, because to me it was a good dream. So
yeah.
So this was like right when it was first announced, when it first became aware that it was going on. I had a dream, and like most of my dreams, it's really kind of short and sweet. But the gist of it was that I just saw all these seeds flying around all over the place, and I took it to mean that it's time to go out and plant seeds in terms of looking for other avenues to go out and find things and not be confined to any place, and that things will grow.
I think that there's a real, for my money, even though this is really difficult, it also is the fact that we have a chance now to look at ourselves because we are alone, we're held in, we have to stay home. it's a wonderful time to actually discover your own soul, to say, what's going on? As a matter of fact, I've worked more dreams lately because people now are remembering their dreams because they're not working, or they're not getting up at 6 o'clock to go to work and forgetting their dreams. So I like, in a sense, there's kind of a double-edged sword. It's a terrible thing, but it offers us the opportunity to really discover who we are, to really dig in and say, here I am, here are my dreams, even in my life where, what do I need to fix in my house? What do I need to do with my life? How do I improve my relationships? So
Right.
that's what
And we need that more than ever because we are facing new challenges that we haven't had to deal with before. And
yeah.
knowing ourselves, the thing that I love about dreams, I'm sure you do, is that dreams give us the answers. They give us the
Yes.
insights into what we're looking for. So
Yes.
when we
Yes.
work with that, knowing that, that's really going to help us ride out this storm in the best way possible.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I wanted to get back to, you've been working, I said at the beginning, you've been working with dream groups, for a long time.
Yeah.
Do you find that working in a group is the best way to get an understanding of your dreams?
Yes, I do. It depends sometimes on the situation and the dream. I mean, there are dreams where I've had dreams that are very private dreams that people don't want to really share with a group. There's like, especially some sexual dreams, people are afraid of dealing with that sort of thing. But for the most part, what happens in a dream group is it's magnificent because if it's done correctly, you have a whole series of people uh, voicing the dream in their own voice. They have a voice and they're giving that same dream a little spin this way, a little spin that way. And it reflects, and it not only teaches and opens up what happens with the dreamer, but also our own lives. I mean, I've learned stuff from people's dreams. I went, oh my God, I never thought about this or that. I've never thought about how it feels to be in a prison. How does that really feel? Or whatever it is. It's tremendous to work with a group. It's magnificent.
Yeah. And you said now it's all online, of course. So
Yeah.
How is that working out?
It has its upsides and its downsides. It's the upside of it is that I have people from Australia and England and Canada and Berkeley and some people all over the world. It's I have to limit the group, but you at least get that. So there's positive aspects of it. Then you get all those very diverse feelings and ideas that come into the room. But I do miss the in-person piece of it. It's not quite the same. It's a little sterile.
But Walter, you have said in the past that dreams give you a sense of awe. Can you explain what you mean by that?
Oh, don't start me on that. I'll try to be. It starts with the idea that dreams speak in a symbolic language. They don't come out and say, I think you should leave the guy who's beating you. They do a tsunami wave instead. So they speak a symbolic language. And so what happens is that it comes from, I think, our souls speak naturally, poetically. And so in that place, in a sense, underneath, that soulful place under all of us have deep inside of us, is this voice, the unconscious, the collective unconscious connected to it. And we have this incredible voice. And if we can somehow allow ourselves to fall into that, it's a sense of awe. Oh my God, it's what it's all about for me. It's about that sense where you go, oh, that feeling of awe. It happens if you can fall into the dream because it's poetic. It has meaning. It's not just clear like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. It's this beautiful rhythm. It's dancing. It's poetry. It's philosophy. It's wonderful, and it's a natural place of awe.
One of the things that always impressed me, especially when I first met you, was you have epic dreams.
Yes.
You have major epic dreams, and you can remember them. So how
Yes.
do you remember a dream that's that involved?
Sometimes it's very difficult. Sometimes it's very easy. What happens that usually when they come, they're big dreams, and so they boom, they pop at you. Oh, and my thing is, I try to be extremely careful with when I wake up from a dream. What I do is I have my phone next to I used to write it down, but I find that too slow and too cognitive. So I have my phone and I go, I talk into my phone and I get as many details as I can in a very quiet way without disturbing the dream as much as I can. And then once I get that down, I sit there and I think, okay, and is there, wait, what about that orange bee that flew into the flower? And and I add those things to it because it's like they will appear. So it's the real concentrated effort to be able to like hold it together in a recording is for me. And then even when I write it up, once I get the recording pretty solid, I mean, if I really work at it, if I have to really work at it and get as much as I can on it, then when I write it up, other things will appear too. Oh, that's right. The woman was a Black woman, things come to you, because what happens is in our short-term memories are the things that hold dreams. The long-term memories in the frontal cortex are asleep at night. So when we do it, it's in that little catch that is there. So we have to kind of get as much as we can at the time. So, but yeah, there are times when I'm up at night for an hour writing and recording dreams, and I'm a little obsessive about it. Yeah.
Do you then do the drawing, or do you write about it first?
I usually write about it first. Sometimes I do the drawing if there's something really compelling in that I have to get down. But mostly it's the words, because they can bring the drawing back again, and then I do the drawing. It seems like the drawing is an after thing for me. That seems to help on another layer, another level. It drops down into a deeper place. Yeah.
So you get the basic understanding first, and then
yeah.
For more.
Yeah, I mean, the picture behind me is a dream that I just had the other night. And it's that's a drawing that I did from it. So I hang them up and see what happens with with the dreams. So.
So once you hang it up, how long does it take you before you get that aha moment?
It varies. It varies. I've had ones where I've gone, oh my God, 3 weeks later, I went, oh, this is about my ex-wife. Oh no, or whatever it is, it comes to you because you keep going past this piece of art, and it's not even a piece of art. You can see my stuff is that way. It's just stick figures and, scribbles and stuff. But there's a sense, there's something when you commit it to paper, there's something about committing it and having it a real source of the dream. It's for me, the drawings are a window into the dream. They are an absolute window that opens up into the place of awe. It's an entrance. It's a portal into that beautiful place of our souls that sits inside of us. Our unconscious has all this information for us and about us, and that's the portal for me, is the dream drawing.
Well, I can't end this without talking about that book. I understand the title is Drawn into
the Dream. Yes, Drawn into the Dream.
When are you going to see it?
Oh, it's soon. I mean, this the publishing thing that goes. It's new to me, but it's done. I just have to get it now out there. That's the part that's hard. But I have loved writing this. I just last night finished like the third rewrite of it, and I actually, to tell you the truth, I should admit this, but I thought, I need to write a conclusion. But I hadn't read it for a while, and I read the end of it. And I thought, I actually cried at my own book. I mean, maybe it's because I was finishing it, but it was like, it was really, really powerfully moving to me. It's a very personal story, has a lot of dreams in it, a lot of dreams from a lot of people and drawings and stuff. It's a fun ride. I talk about Judy Garland, Greg Allman. I tell stories. It's you'll see. When you see it, it'll be, hopefully you'll like it. It'll be fun. But if not, okay.
Well, finish it, because I can't wait to see it.
I know. I got to get it out. This is so difficult for me.
How can people find out more about you?
I don't know. I'm on, I didn't think about, see, that's the part I haven't prepared yet. Like, I got a book, but I have a website that's not up yet. It's walterberrydreams.com. So that eventually, if you wait for a little bit, I'll probably have that up. My son's working on that. walterberrydreams.com.
We've been speaking with dream expert Walter Berry.